Now on Good Morning El Paso, residents forced to evacuate as a wildfire in southern New Mexico continues to burn this morning.
I'm ABC's Kenneth Moten. Coming up, a night to celebrate sports turned into a call to action in the wake of violence and rising racial tensions involving police and the black community.
Plus, one local school district is evaluating the conditions of its schools. The new information this morning in a live report.
Live, where news comes first. From the Mesilla Valley and Las Cruces to El Paso and the borderland. This is ABC7's Good Morning El Paso.
Rise and shine. A very good morning to you, El Paso, Las Cruces, and Juarez. I'm Stephanie Valle.
And I'm Floren. Good morning, everyone. It's going to be another hot one today. If you're just waking up, go outside now. Enjoy it.
Prepare yourself, right, Nicole?
Absolutely. And just keep in mind, we are forecasting those hot temperatures this afternoon, and the National Weather Service has extended the heat advisory until Saturday at 6 o'clock. So we're forecasting very hot temperatures today. The heat will stick around until the weekend. So again, just keep that in mind. Let's get you out the door. 75 degrees right now, El Paso, Las Cruces, 80 degrees TRC. It looks like TRC is the hot spot this morning. 67 Silver City, dimming, currently sitting at 76 degrees. That first alert remains in effect for the hot temperatures we're forecasting for the next few days. I'll let you know if we're expected to break any records. Plus, we'll talk about your weekend forecast at 6:07 with your weather on the 7th. El Paso, we'll have a look at your day planner. Plus, we'll take a look at ABC7 WeatherNet sites across southern New Mexico. That's coming up, Stephanie.
All right, Nicole, thank you. And now to our top stories. Right now, a massive wildfire is burning near the village of Tiburon. That's in the Sacramento Mountains, about 30 miles south of Cloudcroft. The Otero County Sheriff's Office is reporting close to 200 acres of forest has burned. Officials say some structures have been lost and people are beginning to evacuate. We have some video shot by our New Mexico mobile newsroom from Alamogordo. The fire just on the other side of the mountain. About 900 residents live in Tiburon, and about 100 firefighters with the assistance of air tankers are battling that fire.
New this morning, the El Paso County Sheriff's Office is investigating the death of a man in Fabens. According to officials, the unresponsive man was found on the 1200 block of Bills Street yesterday. Officials are only releasing that he was 26. UTEP running back Aaron Jones has entered a DWI diversion program. A pretrial hearing that was scheduled for yesterday was canceled. Jones was arrested in February in West El Paso after a sheriff's deputy said he was swerving from lane to lane. A spokeswoman with the DA's office says Jones is eligible for this program because he had no prior criminal record. It's similar to probation. If Jones completes the program successfully, the DWI charge will appear on his record as dismissed.
President Obama is preparing to have a national conversation tonight during a town hall on race. This on the heels of the biggest names in sports calling for action in the wake of violence between police and the black community. And as U.S. Senator with a stunning admission. ABC's Kenneth Moten continues our complete coverage this morning.
This morning, as the protests continue and racial tensions rise, four of the biggest names in the NBA used the stage of the ESPY Awards to make a powerful plea for change.
We cannot ignore the realities of the current state of America.
Carmelo Anthony, Chris Paul, Dwayne Wade, and LeBron James called for an end to all violence. The shootings in Chicago, the police killings of black men, the deadly attack on Dallas police.
The shoot-to-kill mentality has to stop, but also the retaliation has to stop.
It's time to look in the mirror and ask ourselves, what are we doing to create change?
That was the focus of a 4-hour meeting at the White House Wednesday. President Obama spoke with law enforcement, civil rights leaders, and Black Lives Matter activists to find solutions to racial bias in policing.
We have to, as a country, sit down and just grind it out, solve these problems.
Tonight, the president's conversation will continue on ABC with a town hall on race and policing. The issue is personal to one of only 2 black members of the Senate. In a powerful Capitol Hill speech, Republican South Carolina Senator Tim Scott told how he had been repeatedly racially profiled by police, even as an elected official.
I have felt the anger, the frustration, the sadness, and the humiliation.
President Obama's meeting on community policing produced a list of priorities, but he admitted the nation is not even close to resolving issues between police and communities of color. Kenneth Moten, ABC News, Washington.
And the president's town hall will be taking place tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern and Pacific time, and it will be hosted by David Muir, and it will be aired at 7 o'clock our time.
Happening today, family members and loved ones will lay Philando Castile to rest in Minnesota. Castile was shot by a police officer during a traffic stop last week and died. His fiancee documented the shooting's aftermath in a graphic Facebook live stream that sparked nationwide outrage. She says in the video that Castile told the officer he had a gun and a permit and followed the officer's instructions before being shot. Castile's family provided documentation of Castile's gun permit to CNN.
A fast-growing school district is assessing the condition of its facilities and its student population to possibly accommodate more students in the future. Good morning, El Paso's Denise Olivas is live with the new information this morning. Denise.
Good morning, Stephanie. You can say that the Socorro Independent School District is taking preventative measures. So far, officials say that the majority of the district schools are in good condition. Last night, school board trustees got an update on a study that's focusing on the district schools and a 5 to 10 year projection on student population. District officials say that the upgrades are needed to improve educational tools instead. Most districts in the borderland are now relying on more technology. There are about 45,000 students at ISD, and that number is growing. Every single year, SISD has adjusted its boundaries to maximize all its campuses, and officials say they want to be prepared for the growth.
We're growing 2,000 plus within the last 5 years, where there was another district that was losing 2,000 plus. So I think that sets us apart. We are the district of choice.
And there were talks of building new schools at SISD. We'll have more on that coming up in our next half hour.
All right, thanks so much, Denise. And now let's talk weather and traffic on the 7s.
Yes, and Nicole and Mauricio are standing by. Hi, Nicole.
Thank you. Good morning. We are in for another hot day today for El Paso. 7 o'clock, temperatures already sitting in the 80s. Warmer by 9 o'clock, 11 o'clock. It will be hot at 97 degrees. This is what you need as you plan for your day. Your sunglasses. Of course, you want to stay hydrated if you're going to be out and about. Take an umbrella for some shade. 105 by 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock. We're still talking those very hot temperatures. Across southern New Mexico, as you can see, temperatures already at 79 degrees. Sierra Middle School at the Farm and Ranch, 73. This is what we're watching this weekend. Rain chances will go up and temperatures are on the rise. Heat advisory has actually been extended until Saturday morning, but I'll let you know when we can expect to see cooler temperatures coming up in your full forecast. Mauricio?
Hey Nicole, good morning. We're taking a look right now at our ABC7 traffic flows, and as you guys can see, green across the map, no major accidents going on. We are seeing just a tiny bit of congestion right here on Montonwood heading towards Loop 375. 17 miles per hour is your current speed right now, but again, nothing too major, won't affect your commute too much. Let's take a look now over to Las Cruces. Good morning to you. As you can see, green continuing to flow, 66 miles per hour on I-10 heading west, 63 miles per hour on I-10 heading east, no issues there, and Highway 70 is open as well. Let's give you a look outside now with our ABC7 TxDOT cameras. That's East El Paso, I-10 at Yarborough, and you can see the morning rush hasn't quite hit the streets just yet.
It's always good news. Mauricio, thank you.
And still much more to come right here on Good Morning El Paso this morning.
Why it took so long for a dangerous road condition to be corrected in northeast El Paso just in time for the monsoon here in the borderland.
And more details being released now for the plans to renovate the Camino Real.
It's 6:08 and this is ABC7 where news comes first.
We're watching ABC7's Good Morning El Paso with Hillary Floren, Stephanie Valle, and live reports from Denise Olivas.